Be intentional with your life, with your time, and with your dreams. But it all starts with the stories that you're telling yourself. When you think about your goals, what are the stories that come to mind? Is it that you feel like you're not good enough, that you can't actually achieve it, that you'll never get the job, that you even never get promoted, that you won't be able to start your business because of your age or because of your lack of credentials, when actually you're overly qualified, but you just don't see it because you still come from a place of, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, but everybody else is. Is that the story you're telling yourself? What is the story that keeps going over and over in your mind when no one's around? What is that talk you have with yourself? Because here's the thing, right? The stories we tell ourselves, we end up living those stories because we look for evidence to support our beliefs. So if we feel like we're not good enough, we end up looking for evidence to support that we're not good enough. And that might show up in making a mistake at work. And then you start telling yourself you're stupid, you're not good enough, that you've been at work for 5 years, you should know how the system works and blah, de, blah, de, blah. Oh, it shows up in you have a business idea and you're super excited to share it and go out and do it. But you have a conversation with somebody who is fear-based and they've never taken any risk in their life and they talk you out of your dream. And you say, actually, maybe they're right. Maybe I shouldn't start a business because of what happened in the past, or maybe it's just not for me. When actually, all you've just done is taken bad advice from somebody who's never taken any risks. You wouldn't go to a barber and ask him about what it is to live in China, because he's never been to, especially if you've never lived in China. You wouldn't do that. Just like you wouldn't ask a baker about what's the best meat to buy in the butcher's. Doesn't make sense. But we always do those things. We seek advice from people who have never walked a day in the journey that we want to take or in the industry that we want to go into, but we take advice from these people, and not that they mean bad, actually. They don't mean any harm. They're just coming from where they are. So then they add to the story that we're creating about us not feeling good enough and worthy and so forth and, and so on. But I want to remind you, you have the power to change your story today. You have the power to turn those limiting beliefs into powerful beliefs, because you can also find evidence about the times where you have achieved the goals that you set yourself, where you have achieved being uncomfortable and you rose to the pressure and you overcame. But how are you showing up now? The story you're writing right now, how is it serving you? Do you play a victim in your story, or do you play victorious? We always get to choose. And I really want you to understand that opinions do not pay bills. You cannot walk into the supermarket and pay for your shopping with somebody's opinion. You can't even pay with your own. But what you can do is assess what's going on in your story and find where you need to have new characters, where you need to become someone new, and start from that place. Because if the story you have right now is not serving you, please change it. Life is too short to play small, to play safe, to stay comfortable, when actually we're created to expand and live remarkable lives, each and every one of us. But if we keep playing from that same old racket, that same old noisy, stressful story, that is what our reality will always be, even if we are great, phenomenal people like our peers and family members tell us. I want you to know that you are awesome, that you can do anything you set your mind to, but you have to change the story, because you are the driver of your life, not the passenger, not the person sitting on the fence. You are the person in your story, but you get to choose who you want to be in your story. Are you going to be the victorious person, or are you going to remain the victim? Choice is yours. I believe that 2020 is a powerful year for everyone. I saw this mantra on Facebook last year, and it goes like this. This is the last year where I tolerate less than I deserve. Is that the same for you? Because it is for me. I'm ready to play bigger and more full out. And it does come with being vulnerable, and it is really scary. But you know what? What's even more scarier? Staying in the same place and not moving forward and not growing. So I tell you, I invite you to assess your story. Reflect, what's going on? Is your story serving you, or is it disempowering you? And then make a decision to start again or to stay stuck, because we always get to choose. That's the beauty of life. It's full of choices. So, till my next video, I wish you all well, and I hope you choose to be the victorious one in your story, because you are capable of great things. Take care, everyone. Bye.